After 10 months of waiting, we finally have ourselves a Kurt Busch diecast. Here is his 2019 GEARWRENCH Chevrolet Camaro. Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and holy cow, we finally have ourselves a Kurt Busch 1/64 scale diecast. Yes, we have had to wait all year long for this diecast to be released, and a lot of people did not expect a Kurt Busch diecast to even get made. Sure enough, they finally made one. This car, the GEARWRENCH one, was DMP'd in the Gold Series. It was dead on arrival, and NASCAR Authentics saved it. And this car is exclusive to Wave 8. If you want the GEARWRENCH paint scheme, you got to get it in Wave 8. Since this is the first Wave 8, car I'm going to be reviewing, here is the card back for it. And as you can see, you got, the Worth paint scheme, the Sirius XM, all that good stuff, right? I've already reviewed the Atlanta Truck Wind. I've already reviewed the Worth, Keselowski, Sirius XM, Truex. I've already reviewed the Chase Elliott Napa brakes, so I got the Ryan Blaney, I got the Clint Boyer, and I got the Annette and Kyle Busch, so all those will be reviewed on the channel in the coming future. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this Kurt Busch GEARWRENCH 2019 Camaro out of the package. Here she is, folks, brand new out of the package, Kurt Busch's 2019 GEARWRENCH Chevrolet Camaro, and this might just be the first review on this diecast, as of my knowledge, and I gotta admit, this paint scheme might not be the best one, but just because it's a licensed Kurt Busch 1/64, I'm so freaking glad to get it. I got it early, luckily, and I was able to bring this review to y'all. So the main paint scheme, it's most of the side of the car is just kind of a very base gloss black. The roof and the nose, or the hood of the nose, it's black as well. But it's also got like it's not as fluorescent it might appear on camera. I would say it's more like a burnt orange that kind of just flows over where the pillars are and over the left and right front fenders. So over here on the nose, you got GEARWRENCH logo, you got the GW, pretty cool logo, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. GEARWRENCH, you got something kind of funky on the nose here. I don't know if that's a chip or some type of residue. It's something that my nail is catching, so you might not be able to notice it, but there is some type of blemish on the nose. You can kind of see like a black outlining, or I would call it almost an eyeliner that goes around the headlights here. And I'm not going to lie, that kind of looks a little goofy. You can see right here how there's like a little bit of a black line that goes above the headlight. And that's not the headlight decal. That is the actual paint scheme, I believe, that's supposed to wrap around the headlights. Personally, I don't like that. They did something very similar to the Chase Elliott Darlington car like that. Instead of black, it was white, and it looked really goofy on the nose. But other than that, the headlights looks like they're placed pretty well. You got the one here, you got Chip Ganassi Racing, black splitter, you got Moog Edelbrock Sunoco, very clean where the grill decals are supposed to be. Pretty good job on Lionel. Over here on the side, you got Kurt Busch on the name rail. I feel like that signature needs to be a little bit bigger, or at least wider. It's just a dot there. You got what is that? GEARWRENCH. Looks like Freightliner, Credit One Bank, McDonald's. Really bad chip right here. That's not cool. You can kind of see how they didn't properly wrap the orange around the driver's side window. You can see some excess of the decal wrap. NASCAR race car number 1. You got a air pocket right there. You can see it right there. That's unfortunate. Air bubble right there. Dead middle of the number 1. You got Kroger, GEARWRENCH, American Ethanol. Nothing on the right rear quarter panel. Of course, there's supposed to be Monster logos on it, but they couldn't do that, obviously, with their Monster being very picky about their image and brand logo being on possible youth toys or diecasts. You got Simeon's, Lincoln Welder, Sherwin-Williams. I think that's Safety Clean, maybe? Not sure. Lincoln Welder's Mechanics Work 3M. Goodyear. I feel like the Goodyear should be black or white here instead of yellow. It's really hard to see it with the orange. Or it's not really hard to see. It's just kind of I don't know. It just doesn't look right. So over here on the tail end, you got GEARWRENCH. You got the rear camera. You got the very nice Chevrolet bow tie logo. I like the black with the silver. You got the number 1. You got GEARWRENCH again. ZL1, Camaro. Solid black tail end, looks really good with the headlights. Good job, Lionel. Over here on the right side, I mean, you can see some pretty bad decal issues. You got a scratch here. The name on the name rail is a little too high up here. You can tell the Monster logo is supposed to go there, and over here as well. Probably goes right here. Notice on this side it says Kroger. On this side it says Quick Trip. That's a slight difference. Funny enough, on the front end, you can see where it overlaps pretty bad. You can see where the orange overlaps, and to be honest with you, it almost looks like they had the front nose wrapped and the side of the car wrapped, and then they took a off-color Sharpie and scribbled on. That's what it looks like. That's not what it is. It's just two tones of orange overlapping. Over here on the roof, you got the Ganassi #1. Personally, I really don't like it. I like the Earnhardt Ganassi one that looks so much better. I would even argue use the one that was present on the 41 car when it was ran by Ganassi. I don't like this, I would say, IndyCar style number. I think it looks goofy. It doesn't look good on a stock car, I'll tell you that. You got gear wrench and then a blank deck lid because it's supposed to say Monster Energy. And when you buy this diecast, you don't just get a diecast, you also get the magnet to go with it, and I gotta admit, it's a very bland magnet. Personally, I would have liked to see maybe some, like, I wouldn't say stripes, but some kind of modern, like, fade effect, you know. I wouldn't say Monster Energy-esque, but they do a really good job adding modern, I would say, sharp graphics with all of their social media and their race car wraps and stuff like that. I think this could have used something like that, like something really modern to go with the Gear Wrench logo. Instead, they just went with the race car design, but instead of it being just like the race car, it's kind of like an inverted design almost, because you would think that they would do the other way around. But you know, I think it looks good, but it's just kind of plain. You know, I feel like Kurt Busch is more of a loud type of driver, not so much a David Reagan that's kind of just chills there. You know, I feel like it's one of those front row motorsports paint schemes where it's just really bland. All in all, this is a really cool diecast. Sure, it's got some quality issues. You know, you're gonna have that with Lionel products, but absolutely, man. To finally get a Kurt Busch official license 164, it's great. And I can only imagine how many people bought custom Kurt Busch diecasts and paid $25, $30 something for it. Guess what? $5. Couldn't beat it. With all that being said, that is the end of this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of my new videos. With all that being said, hope you're having a great one. And Diecast Buffet, signing off.